Hi, my name is Kritsa Keiko. I'm talking about a brief description of the organization is the story, objective, member, and action requirement for countries. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, recognizing by CETA acronym, the organization level of the OECD, is an international intergovernmental organization and is made up of 37 member countries. It was created in 1916, seeking to give continuity of the work done by the former European Organization for Economic Cooperation (OECE) that sought to implement the Marshall Plan, and this headquarters is located in Paris. For more than 15 years, the OECD has been a forum in which the governments of these member states work together in order to better face the economic, social, and governance challenges, in order to take advantage of new opportunities more efficiently arise, coordinated local and international policy. The work of the OECD focused the effort and the analysis of economic and social development as well as sectoral policies that influence. The scope of activity covers not only the study and monitoring of the economic situation and economic policies that are applied in different countries, but also social issues, environment, energy, education, health economy, industrial activities, and service, commerce, development, and etc. From a practical point of view, the work carried out the OECD is materialized in reports and recommendations of use for the public administration and the governments of the member states, as well as for a large number of non-member states that the fallout will interest the work of the institution. The organization hosts an open chat and allows the participation of different countries in the committees, working groups, and forums. This participation is regulated and is done under three categories. The three categories: guest participation and associated according to the grade of minute to greater involvement, and with the payment of fees in the last two cases. The requirements to be a member of the OECD are: first, to be a democracy, understand in the modern terms, division of powers, universal participation, periodization of mandates, and alternation of ruling parties, full assistance of respect for human rights in the territory, and have a market economy and open. Once these requirements are fulfilled, a process of multiple formal stages is opened from the intention to the invitation to join, which is the evolution of the 23 technical committees of the OECD to comply with the recommendations that are made. These usually include adherence to conventional sanction of agreed norms, economic and structural reforms.
The method timeline that ensured the Southern Colombia flowers to enter into this club. The OECD is a code as the club of rich countries because its the numbers collect about 80 of GDP worldwide, and the budget is managed is 27 million euros, which is with former President Juan Manuel Santos identified the opportunity to develop to that club to achieve great development and not only economic but also social and environmental. According to experience of the Latin economics of the work. Years later, Colombia present the initial memorandum detailing the current and future publics aimed at making the standards only until the middle of 2017. Colombia was accepted as a member thanks to an arduous award of the use over 7 years. They also recommend carrying out the complaints and reform in the tax system to increase equality and growth and the calling. It was a recommend that the labor market view be reformed in the order to reduce the informality that affects the equality of life of people because a let the vital meaning is not a cause and working conditions are improved in many sectors where the welfare of the employees is not sunk.
It is also important that the pension system be thoroughly reformed to reduce inequality and poverty in the elderly, since very few people obtain a pension in the country. It was also recommended the promotion of the creation of companies to increase the labor supply. Economic increase the level of competences because they stop the increase of productivity. For this, it is important that the education system is modified toward the development of technical competence. It is also important to improve the country's road infrastructure to reduce transport costs and optimize mission. I explained the list to reform that in Colombia that to make in order to accomplish the OECD requirements. One of the initial reforms was the creation of the fiscal ruler. The fiscal ruler arose in Colombia that allowed 1473 age in 2011. It was determined that the structural expenditure of the Colombia will not exceed 1% of structural recommend for the years 2022. To complete with its rule and adjust to permanence, show the raw material revenues expenditure were cut around 0.9% of GDP in 2015 and 0.5% in 2016. Reflection cuts in public investment. At the subnational level, laws were adopted that establish strict limits for spending and between 1997 and 2003. Complying with the rule improves fiscal discipline and incredibility.
Okay, my name is Juan Sebastián Escobar. So, in addition, for tax reform we carried out, including the one on 2016, following the previous reforms in 2012 and 2014. and the Congress approved this broad structural tax reform, and in December of 2016 incorporates a positive change in the tax reforms. For example, the integration of the CRE income tax for equity and the surcharge of the CRE within the corporate income tax sheet. Second, approximation of statutory rates of corporate income tax to the OCDE average. The non-prolongation of the net equity tax of companies, and the VAT reform, and the particularly the increase in the general VAT rate. The reform of the special regime for non-profit organizations, and the introduction of a dividend tax on labor share. In the second part, I have two examples to the benefits and the disadvantages to Colombia being part of the organization. For example, the benefits: the constant evaluation and economic data of the members by means of reliable statistical data that facilitate the comparison and the establishment of goals and objectives that facilitate further development. This is a very important benefit that is a complement to all countries including the OCDE. And other benefits: an impartial advice is made where they move away from political issues, and the recommendation control analysis of the statistical results. And the disadvantages are disadvantages are the admission process is extensive in the time and implies of broad investment for the reform of the public policies. And the other disadvantage, once the country is admitted as a member, it must pay on annual contribution that, according to the size of the economy, is a project of 4 million euros per year.